The following content is only a hypothetical situation in the Boku no Hero Academia universe and should not be taken as canon. Please support the official release. Hey there guys, gals, and those of the helicopter variety. Today we are going to do something a little different on this channel. We are going to be taking a character from an anime who is considered to be, quote, weak by the main audience and attempting to make him/her overpowered. These are my opinions on how to make the character better and how the author could potentially give the character a power boost while still staying true to the character's personality and experiences overall. With that intro done, let's get into this video. Minoru Mineta is hands down one of the weakest characters in Class 1A, not to mention being extremely perverted and sexual to any girl that has a pulse. He is one of the most hated people in the show and in the fanbase itself due to his extremely raunchy humor. Characters like him have and will continue to show up in anime, however most have called for him to be taken out of the show. He consistently shows his cowardice and willingness to avoid fighting at all costs. One of the main questions that always pops up when discussing this character is, how the hell did he pass the entrance exams? Apparently the author, Kohei Horikoshi, got so many complaints from the fanbase that he gave the following quote on this very subject. I received a number of letters asking how on earth he managed to pass the entrance exam, so I'll take this chance to explain it. First, as Izuku himself said, his quirk is quite strong. And remember that the rules of the entrance exam was to immobilize or render the villain bots unable to function anymore, not necessarily destroy them. As such, he could trap them against walls, or stake them to the ground, or even plug up their muzzles to earn points. So now that we know how we got to this point, and how Mineta got into UA, we can move on to how to make this character, as he is now, into a full-fledged, overpowered badass like the rest of his fellow students. I know I keep stalling, but I really need to set a precedent with Mineta's powers at this point. His quirk, which is called Pop-Off, allows him to bruise and pull ball-shaped objects from his head. The duration of its adhesive quality is determined by his overall health. He can pull a large amount of these objects from his head. However, if he overuses it, it can cause bleeding. In the anime, it seems like they don't really go into big detail how exactly it works, so for this video, I will only include what I have seen in the manga and in the anime. We have seen him attach his grapes, yes, I will call them grapes, you fucking savages, to others and to objects such as walls, ceilings, and even the ground. When he does this, the grapes become extremely stuck to anyone unfortunate enough to get touched by them. However, as stated in the manga and anime, he himself does not stick to them, and even his hero uniform is made from a substance similar to the juice that comes from these grapes. When others get stuck to it, it acts as a stretchable super adhesive. However, when he touches it, nothing happens, and unless it's just an animation error, it seems to me that he is actually pushed back when he tries to squish, pull, or push the grapes onto a wall of some sort. Now that we have all that crap and all this bullshit out of the way, we can finally get down to how to make Mineta overpowered. And here it is. First, and most importantly, he needs to become Spiderman. Okay. Now I know I just lost some of you there, and you're probably thinking, that's ridiculous. But just let me explain. As we have seen, he can hold on to his grapes when they are stuck to something. So he should be able to pull a grape, attach it to a wall, and then, or ceiling, or floor, and jump and swing off it. Then after doing this one time, he would need to continue this process, effectively parkouring over large gaps or distances with little to no difficulty. If this were to happen, some might say that he is limited to the amount he can dispense. However, that can be mitigated by two things. He can train his body to output more grapes as seen in the training arcs, and he can use the speed and motion, some might call it centrifugal force, from his swinging and jumping to accelerate him as he goes along. So his velocity will continue to increase as he keeps going. Earlier, I said that I believed that when he tries to crush his grapes, they actually repulse his hand. So if this theory is in fact true, then we can assume that as he swings and jumps from grape to grape, that he will gain even more speed than before. If this is in fact the case with his quirk, then his speed could go from a 3 or 4 at best to a 10, probably matching that of All Might's in his prime or something. It would be astronomical because he would be accelerating from every single grape. And of course, he is only a high schooler now. As we've seen in this universe, the more you train, the faster you can get. On top of all that, it is stated that in the show, and on wiki pages, that Mineta is extremely smart, being one of the smartest kids in Class 1A, despite numerous characters in the show and manga calling him out for his laziness and his effort to not study. Surely his mind would be able to keep up with the speed, and if not, then he would train to become better at it. My second way to kind of beef him up, I guess, would be to give him a whip or lasso of some kind. I personally believe that this would not only give him a useful tool for combat, but also fit his personality, being the perverted, masochist of the entire series, besides Midnight. Some might ask, how would this work? Because it would stick to other things, and he wouldn't be able to get it off. So, I'm here to explain this. It would actually work implementing something already canon to the show. Mineta's current outfit, as stated before, is dressed in the juice of the grapes of his hair. Some sites say that it's from his juice, some say it's a similar resin or stickiness to his hair, so it doesn't affect him, making them not stick to him, but they do to others. I believe he could have a whip of some kind, maybe with some tiny barbs covered in the sticky substance inside this tool, that, when he wanted it to, would come out unknown to his opponent, and make it so his opponent would succumb to the whip's stickiness. When Mineta has defeated his opponent, he can retract the barbs and free his opponent from the sticky tool. Think of this as when Spiderman first looks at his fingers and he can see the barbs coming out of his fingers, where he figures out he can stick himself onto walls and climb up walls. Kind of like that, except for you can detract the barbs whenever you need to, and you can jut them out whenever you need to. My third suggestion is one that has been voiced in every single instance of this character's name. Please, Horikoshi, for the love of God, can you give this man something other than what looks to be a diaper? Mineta's suit definitely needs upgrades, but I think we can agree that the diaper just needs to go. In fact, everyone who's watched this video thus far, go to Twitter and use the hashtag #NoMoreDiapers so we can get this man some better clothes. Thanks for watching my video. This is only the second time I've done a video like this, so I'd really appreciate it and like to know what you guys thought of it. Please leave your suggestions on if I should cover more heroes from this universe or if I should cover other people from different animes. Who's next? Any comments are appreciated, and I will try to respond to everyone who leaves a comment on the video suggesting other people, other anime, or if they just want to comment on the current video. I will respond to any and everything. Give me feedback. I have a bunch of video ideas, so hopefully I can continue this trend. Please leave a like and share it with your dog.